Hello, this is my video about adoption. So first, define the different types of adoptions. Adoptions can be classified into a bunch of categories. Main ones being open, closed, private agency, and state agency adoptions. So open adoptions involve ongoing contact between the birth parents, adoptive parents, and the child. So they are, all talking with one another. Well, closed adoptions involve no contact, so just like paperwork and stuff. Private agency adoptions are facilitated by, as the name would suggest, private agencies, while state agency adoptions are handled by the government, so like state or county social services agencies. And private agency adoptions can be open or closed, while state agency adoptions are pretty much always closed. And there's big differences in the legal requirements and costs in each type of adoption. So the legal process of adopting a child varies greatly depending on the type of adoption and the state. So generally they'll need to submit an application to an adoption agency or court. There'll be a background check to make sure their home is livable. There aren't rats everywhere or something. And they may need a criminal background check to make sure it's not criminals adopting a baby or something. And the procedures are very different from state to state, and also the age of the child is a factor.
So the adoptive process can vary greatly in length depending on several factors. So it could take anywhere from several months to a few years in extreme cases. And the factors like home study completion, matching with the child, and the legal processes discussed earlier. And background checks and stuff. And there are a lot of emotional burdens from the birth parents. There could be grief, guilt, shame, but they shouldn't feel any of those things. They could feel conflicted, but also hopeful that the child could have a better future. And although there might be a sense of loss, there should also be a sense of pride attached to it as well. Alright, so real quickly, while my Elixir collector is building, we can talk about the financial benefits given to the birth mother in adoption. And in the United States, it is illegal for someone to pay a birth mother for the child, because that would be considered baby selling. It's it's illegal for a pretty obvious reason. You don't want people just to be making profit from giving away children. I feel like that would open a very dark market. But it is legal for expenses of the birth mother to be covered, such as hospital bills, legal fees, and transportation costs. And just like healthcare in the United States, the cost of adoption is ridiculously high. Usually a domestic adoption will cost the adoptive parents anywhere from $20,000 to $45,000, while international adoptions cost between $25,000 and $50,000. That's a lot of money. You can buy a lot of Clash of Clans gems with that. And these costs mostly cover agency fees, the home study expenses, travel expenses, and a bunch of other things. But there are some cases where adopting from foster care specifically may have little to no cost because of government subsidies, which is a reference to AP microeconomics. So just to wrap things up, we're gonna get some statistics. Of the over 1 million teenage girls who get pregnant in the United States every year, less than 2% put their babies up for adoption, because most of them usually opt for abortions instead. And additionally, this would actually surprise me, but more international adoptions have occurred in recent years than domestic adoptions. Even though it's a little bit more expensive, the process might be a little harder. I think this is probably because there are a lot of children in other countries that would benefit greatly from being adopted in the United States. And that's about it. Here are my sources. Thanks for watching. Smash the subscribe button. hit the like button, share this video with your dog. Goodbye.